Howard from 92.1 City FM in Winnipeg.
Hey, I'm Johannes Lodwigs from Damn the Torpedoes.
2017, we lost Tom Petty. Tom Petty was still is one of my heroes in music, one of the greatest singer-songwriters ever. You curated this event before Tom passed.
That's correct, yeah. 9 years ago, the history of Pettyfest and the history of our band, Damn the Torpedoes, kind of go hand in hand. We created this band to play a birthday show for Tom's 66th birthday back in 2016. And then it's been a wild ride ever since. 2 weeks before the second installment of Pettyfest, he passed away. And so all of a sudden, the show goes from being this light, fun, lighthearted affair to all of a sudden it's so much more. You know, people were coming as a part of their grieving process. So all of a sudden, for us as a band in our second year, it's just like, oh, we've got to step this up. You know, we've got a big role to play, and it's been like that ever since. You know, we take this very seriously. At the same time, we have a blast doing it. But every time we hit the stage, there's that duty to do those songs justice.
I get it. So I fell in love with Tom the first time I heard him make some music way back in the 70s. What was your first introduction and what spoke to you?
Ooh, it was Damn the Torpedoes. It was that's our namesake for our tribute band, Damn the Torpedoes. That album, start to finish, and the conception of that album, how he kind of took on the music industry to put that album out, that's the one that spoke to me, absolutely.
Truly a rebel with some great songs at the end of the day. What an extensive catalog. How do you choose?
Yeah, that's the question. I mean, we've been doing it for 9 years now with Damn the Torpedoes, and so we've got a catalog of about 30 songs that spans his whole 50-year career. Even includes some Traveling Wilburys and, you know, some that Stevie Nicks duet. And every year we get more requests, so we just keep on adding them to the sets. And yeah, we've got about 30 songs now.
In radio, they call it the deep tracks, but they're real tracks to me. They're not necessarily deep tracks. You play anything and everything.
Absolutely. You know, when we're playing all across Manitoba, you know, every small town has its own festival and fair, and every good-hearted prairie resident loves Tom Petty, right? And so for those shows, we generally stick to the hits. And that's easy to do because there's so many hits, right? But for Pettyfest, we like to kind of lean on some different material and do some deep cuts. But it's interesting because sometimes you think you're playing a deep track and you're going to teach somebody something, but they all start singing along. They all know the words to Walls, and I should have known it anyways.
So I've been privileged on a whole bunch of different occasions in music, having had the pleasure, and I truly mean this, of seeing Tom 3 times this century in our city. And every time he delivered something so special. How do you honor the legacy?
Absolutely. I guess through time. Time will tell. You know, we've been doing it for 9 years, and we've become one heck of a band doing it.
Again, where's the event happening?
The event is happening just like as always at the Times Changed High and Lonesome Club, 234 Main Street. It's always there. It's a fantastic, intimate venue. It's perfect for Pettyfest. Brings out the diehard Petty fans every year.
Gone, but never, ever forgotten. Thank you for coming down.
Hey, thanks for having me. Big fan.